Hi, welcome to DIY Chip Daddy. As you can see, I make a mess right here because I have removed the drywall and the insulation, and the reason for that is I have a leak right here, and few years back I fixed this area, and now I believe the corrosion started on this area. As you can see, there's a lot of watermark on that, and last night it was dripping crazy. And the reason it was dripping is, as you can see, this pipe, there's some yellow green spot on it. That's where the corrosion is. Okay, and I'm going to fix this. There's many ways to fix this, but for me, I fix this my way, and it may not be professional, but at least I don't have to wait for the plumbing or the plumber to come and give me $1,000 of estimate and so forth and so forth. So please stay tuned. I cut the hole out using this tool, but if you don't have it, you can just use any drywall knife, couple bucks, and do the same, and the result is the same, except a little bit slower. Okay, what I plan to do is I'm going to replace this one with the new one, but since this is too short and I'm not going to cut another drywall on the back, I'm going to be using the longer one here. So I'm going to cut in the middle of this, right around here, and put the torch right around here so I can wiggle and pull this out and put everything back by sliding this coupling right at the end, and then pull it back, because this coupling don't have stop. Some of the coupling have a stop, so you cannot push that in, you stay in the middle. But find the one don't have a stop, and you push this in first, and after everything is in place, so you pull this back right around here. Okay, and it will be easier to understand when I actually doing it. So please stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to cut right here and put the torch here so I can remove this melting all the old solder, and just hopefully I can just pull it out straight. Okay, this is the one with the stop. As you can see, you have a dot right there, so you prevent the pipe to go through it. But for this fix, you need to find the one without any dot, so the pipe can be pushed through. So this is the one you can push through, and we put in the middle after everything is settled. Okay. Okay. This is the one with the stop, and it's always stop in the middle. You cannot push in anymore. Okay, but because in this case there's no room to, the pipe have no room to move, so we have to use the one we can slide in. So right now I'm going to measure this and cut a pipe, a small pipe about 2 inch. So that's why I'm measuring a small section of pipe about 2 inch. And a lot of time it was caused by the plumber it's not cleaning up the flush correctly. So after you solder everything back, you're supposed to clean everything because your hand have flush and those are corrosion. You can Google it or go YouTube and find out why you have to clean it up. So also, in additional to that, they have two type of pipe, L, M, and so forth. I forgot which one is which, but the wet one is the one skinnier, and the blue one is the one thicker. So it's up to you, but it's a little bit more expensive for the thicker one. But since we have to go through all the hassle to fix it, I'm going to use the better quality just in case and peace of mind. So I will cut one of the one with the blue strip, which is thicker. The right side is the red and the left side is the blue. So the blue is thicker and hopefully last longer. Okay, I measure it and I'm going to cut it. Just keep on twisting it, and there's a blade inside, and just turn this once a while when you get loose so you can tighten up the blade and eventually you will cut the pipe. So turn the lock and just rotate this cutter and you will cut. Okay, this is out, so we just have to rim the inside and the outside so it will be smooth. Otherwise you will cause some slightly restriction, and that is where the corrosion will start because it's not smooth. So you can find out more information in YouTube why you have to rim it or remove the debris both inside and outside, as you can see.
Yeah, really emotional.
You can use a sharp knife or you can use the tool to do this. So you can use this tool to rim it. I have a tool to do the outside part, but I can't find it. So what I'm going to do is I just file it a little bit. I cannot find anywhere. Maybe I leave it inside the drywall. And after that we have to make this more shiny as a new penny, and on the other side. So if not shiny, it's not good, it will leak because they're still dirty. So it has to be as shiny as possible. So I have do this for a long time, and we have to refine, and you need one of these two to make this shiny. If you don't have this, you can just use sandpaper, but this one is easier. Yeah, that's the sandpaper. I will keep doing this off the camera. Okay, right now I'm doing a dry fit. It looks okay, so I know exactly where to cut. So it's a little bit right here. So I use this cutter because this one is sharper. So after you position where you need to cut, just keep turning. And eventually the water will come out. So make sure you shut off all the water. And make sure no water. I know I shut it because it was leaking right here. Okay, and eventually it will go everywhere. So this is where the green is. So keep turning this, and eventually the pipe will broke. I will put the torch right here, so I should be able to pull this out. Hopefully, the only problem is I'm 8 feet high, so everything is so difficult. So I just need to let the rest of the water come out, and hopefully there's no water in the pipe, then I can remove it. If you have water in the pipe, it won't budge. So I have to find another way to do it if there's still water on the other angle. Please stay tuned. Okay, it's a lot less water now, so let's see. Okay, this is good because I find I have a little bit room to work on. When I turn the pipe, because it can move a little bit, so it does not need to be 100% accurate. And I need to come down. So right now, anyone want distilled water, feel free to get it. So right now I wrap the black thing just to protect the wood, just in case I touch it. And this is what that is. Okay. So when I try to unsolder that part, it won't burn down the house. Please stay tuned. There's two types of gas. The yellow one is harder, so get the job done faster. So it's up to you. I usually like the not hot one, so I have more time to work because I'm slow. But in this case, I'm going to use the yellow one because I need to unsolder the part. So I want it to be harder, so I can take it off much more easy. Okay, I put a cam over there so I can start moving when the moment is right. So I know it's almost there. And I'm going to put the heat right here. Okay, and then I will keep wriggle a little bit, and hopefully this will be removed, and I just pull it out. And when I install, it's the same procedure in reverse. Please stay tuned. If there's water in there, it won't move. So right now, as you can see, I think they're boiling the water in there. So I just want to show this a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go back. Go back to use. I'm going to remove the camera now, so I can just remove it by pulling that. But this is very helpful. The protection is very helpful without being known as so hot. Please stay tuned. So good news, I'm able to start moving it. So if you cannot, you can put a little bit flush on it. So you almost like a lubricant, so you can turn a little bit. So right now I'm going to just put down the camera and remove the whole thing. So this is the most difficult part of this project, is to remove the existing coupling. And make sure you have one of these protectors, because as you can see I burned a little bit over there. That's much I can do. And also have some water, spraying bottle, fire extinguisher, and so on and so on and so on. So that's never too much precaution or safety. Okay, one more time, that's not never too much precaution or safety. That's where the leaking is. That's where the corrosion. So it's just like a cancer, they lead through around somewhere around here with the green stuff. So right now I just have to clean the pipe. Both of them come out the same way I cleaned before. Make it as shiny as like a new penny. Then I start putting everything back. So you can use this to clean inside like this, and same on the other side. And if you do this a lot, you can get one of these two. So they attach to the drill and it's much faster. Like this. Okay. And for the outside, so you use this. Okay. And also something like this. And this one is for the inside. For the other one, put this one. Okay. The cleaning part is very important if you don't want a leak. Okay. Okay, this is the trick. I'm going to just push this back, but at the same time, this one I'm going to push it all the way to the existing pipe. So after I put this in, then I'm going to slide this out. And I'm going to solder right there. Because you can't move that pipe no matter what. Well, when they install it, they have room. Now we don't have room. So the trick is to get the one without the stop. So you can slide back. After you cut the broken pipe or the pipe which is leaking, you slide this back. And if your pipe leaking is straight, so the other side is the same thing. So the other side you just slide this one in and then you put this back. Because you cannot move the pipe is fixed. So I do it right here because it's hard for me doing this 8 foot on the ceiling. Please stay tuned. Also, if you don't have all these things, you can just use sandpaper. Okay, but make sure it's all shiny. Okay. And same on the pipe up in the ceiling. I'm going to go up and do all the polishing, make it look like a new panty. Okay, I have polished this, so I have to do this one. Okay, I'm going to do as much as possible. Okay, I'm going to do a dry fit without applying any fuss, anything like this. So I put this one all the way back, and I put this one in. And then line up, and I'm going to slide this back. And I'm going to mark it how much I need to stay there. So I will measure later on where's the middle line. And after that, I will redo this by putting fuss in there, and then I start soldering. So this looks good. So I think it's around right here, the edge. But I will measure it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use one with the dot so I know where's the middle point. And after that I mark it. So this is the middle point because I use the one in the dot rather than guessing. Okay, this is what I'm using. Tinning fuss, because it works slightly better because they have the tin. It bond better. And I have already applied all this to the tube, and also you need to apply to the pipe. So both sides, the one inside and the one on outside. So this one, and also I have to apply to the other end. So and you have to clean it as shiny as penny, because after I redo all this and put that back, and if it has a leak because I did not clean it correctly, you have no choice but to redo everything, because water is already in there. And since you find out the leak, you probably turn on the water already, so you have to disassemble the whole thing and redo again just because you didn't do it correctly. So just make sure you follow every single step, clean it, and solder it correctly. Please stay tuned. And this is the solder I use, or something like this, but the key is just make sure it's net free. Okay, net free. Okay, I put back everything and I'm ready to solder using the blue propane, and I'm gonna cover it with the anti-frame cloth, and wish me luck. So if this is not successful, I have to remove it the way I removed the old one and redo again. So that's why preparation is the key. Please stay tuned. Okay, I'm ready to go up and start the torch. Okay, not the prettiest drawing in the world, and don't put coal water or anything to quicken the cool down. I just let it cool down, and I turn on the water, and I will clean up all the fuss because they are very corrosive. Please stay tuned. Okay, not the prettiest drawing in the world, but as long as it's not leak for another 10-15 years, I'm happy. I'm going to do a test 5-10 minutes later, but don't use any cold wrap, water, spray bottle to cool it down faster, because it will cause the crack, mini crack and leak eventually. So just let it cool down the way it's supposed to cool down. Maybe 5-15 minutes. Okay, I turn on the water and there's no leak. Please like, subscribe and comment. And I'm going to leave this hole open for a few days and let the drywall dry. Then I put everything back, and you will be very ugly, just like something like this. But anyway, don't have to wait for plumber to come, don't have to wait for estimate, and the house can have water, and also save at least thousands of dollars. Thank you for watching.